Happy Halloween. Welcome back, friends. As you celebrate Halloween with your family, if you have loved ones with dementia, there are some do's and don'ts to help your loved ones feel safe and comfortable on Halloween. I'm so delighted to have Chris Schneider, Director of Communications from the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, joining me. Thank you so much for joining me, Chris. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so glad that you could join us. Chris, you know, Halloween is full of costumes, scary decorations, and really a lot of noise. How can we make our loved ones with dementia feel comfortable and safe?
You know, it's a great point you bring up, that a lot of the things that are associated with Halloween, just as you're saying, those different costumes, those scary sights and sounds, that can really be challenging for somebody living with dementia because of the way dementia-related illnesses impact the brain. So caregivers do want to be proactive and take steps to minimize some of those stresses. And there's a couple different ways to do that. First and foremost, you want to try to avoid scary and interactive decorations, things that move or scream when somebody walks by. You want to avoid those because that can really be very distressing for somebody living with dementia. And you also want to try and keep your decorations a little more themed along the lines of pumpkins or fall. Stay away from those scary monsters and witches and goblins and graveyards. And you also want to try to adapt the celebration.
I love that idea. And also, you know, there's so much with treats and sweets and all of that. I know that comes with Halloween, trick-or-treating. And so give us some advice on what to do when it comes to too many sweets. Should we limit the sweet intake as well as trick-or-treating? How do we handle those?
You do want to try to limit the sweet intakes. You want to replace candy with things like fruit or other kinds of healthy snacks because too much sugar can be problematic. But also, as trick-or-treaters are coming to the door, you want to try and have somebody with the person. You don't want them having to deal with trick-or-treaters all coming to the door alone, because the number of trick-or-treaters, that can really disrupt a person's routine, and that can be detrimental for somebody living with dementia. So have somebody there with them to help if they want to interact with trick-or-treaters, or bring them to another loved one's house so that they can have that interaction, but with somebody there to help them.
Oh, great, Chris. So what else can we do to make it a happy Halloween for our loved ones with dementia?
You want to try to adapt that celebration. So things like looking through old photos and reminiscing, that can all have a therapeutic benefit. Watching a non-threatening Halloween movie, or talk about past Halloweens, or do a Halloween-themed arts and craft project, paint a pumpkin together. Those are all things that can help them embrace the spirit of the season, but do it in a dementia-friendly manner, and focus on what the person can still do now and enjoys doing now, not what they used to be able to do prior to the onset of dementia.
That's perfect. I love it. So how can our friends get more information from you and from the Alzheimer's Association with tips and just some helpful hints on how to help our loved ones with dementia?
They can visit the Alzheimer's Foundation of America's website, which is alzfdn.org, or we have a helpline that's open 7 days a week. Give us a call. We're staffed entirely by licensed social workers, 866-232-8484.
Sounds good. Chris, thank you so much for joining us with this valuable information. We do appreciate you, and happy Halloween to you.
Thanks very much. Happy Halloween to you as well.
You are so welcome. Thank you. If you have any ideas on what you'd like to see, we'll have that on our website. And also, we're going to let you know any information that Chris just gave us will be at WNEM.com.